bloody time?
It's the same. Every ward round is always late.
He's not bothered, is he? It's only NHS. He wouldn't keep his private patients waiting like this.
Why do you think he's late? He's earned more in a couple of hours this morning than a junior doctor does in a whole month. They don't call him the Varicose Veins King for nothing.
Call his wife, will you? Tell her the operation went perfectly. Yeah, he's in recovery, but she can visit any time after lunch. Yeah, OK. Oh, Sally, get in touch with Mrs. Farrer. See if she decided whether to have the operation or not. OK, let me know. Why are you all standing out here? Why aren't you in there, talking to the patients, learning something?
We didn't like to start without you, sir.
Idiot. Procrastination is the thief of time, Norman. Even though I may not be here, the patients are. Patients are a student's tool. Use them. Talk to them. Where are my bloody patients?
Perhaps they got tired of waiting, sir. He's out of order, sir.
You'll never believe this. My patients have disappeared from Clement Attlee ward.
This place is going to pot. Phones out of order, lifts out of order.
Patients disappearing. Thank God I'll be going abroad in a couple of weeks. I'd be glad to get away from this place.
It's not another holiday. Research trip. That's what I mean, not another holiday.
Research trips are not holidays, Paul. Believe me, they're jolly hard work.
Excuse me, I'm looking for my wife, Mrs. Violet Pearson. She was in the Clement Attlee ward, but she seems to have disappeared.
Don't worry, Mr. Pearson. I think you'll find she's been moved to another ward.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? You'd think they'd inform the next of kin.
Didn't inform the bloody doctor.
Right, now, according to this list I got from Miss Neanderthal in administration, there should be 2 more of my patients in here. God knows what this new hospital manager's thinking of, scattering people all around the hospital like this. Come on.
So, Mr. McGregor, you suggest we should increase the dose?
Aye, sir.
And what dose would you prescribe?
Another 5 milligrams.
Ah, homeopathic wouldn't touch him.
200 milligrams? Too much.
You could say that. You'd kill him. Don't worry, Mr. Johnson.
Come on, Rebecca, come on. For goodness sake, what's your diagnosis?
Mr. McGregor, if you do it that hard, you will come through the other side. Gently, man, gently. HWC.
HWC?
HWC. Handle with care. Treat him like your own mother.
She's dead, sir.
Don't worry, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, come along, Rebecca, for heaven's sake. Doing a ward round with you is like playing Scrabble with a Chinese dyslexic. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee.
It's all right, Mr. Collier. I'm not dyslexic. And I happen to be rather good at Scrabble. Perhaps you might care for a game.
You're all right then, Mr. Johnson.
Perhaps go and see what Dr. Snell wants while I attend to Mr. Canfield. Now, calm down, Mr. Canfield. I've only got 1 pair of hands.
Where's Mr. Odango? I'm told he's in here.
He's over in the corner, Professor.
Okay, moving along. This way now. Where's Mr.
Wait a second, Professor. You have to be patient, Professor. There's only myself and staff on duty. Oh, staff, come over here and give me a hand with Mr. Canfield's bed. I need to change his sheet.
My patients! No,
this is ludicrous.
No!
Anyway, he just couldn't get it up. So we had to get the builder in.
And if there has been some minor confusion this morning, I can only apologise, but one must expect...
Minor confusion? It's been absolute bedlam!
Yes, if you'd allow me to finish, Dr.
Snell, consultant physician, Stanley Baldwin ward. Well, until this morning, that is, there's nobody there.
Yes, do forgive me, Dr. Snell. I'm very much feeling my way at the moment. But I must say that I do hope to meet you all on a personal basis over the coming weeks.
Can't wait.
Anyway, as I was saying, one must expect certain teething problems when implementing new cost-effective schemes.
Mr. Quint, one is bound to question the effectiveness of your cost-effective schemes when one has been charging around the hospital all morning searching for one's patients.
Yes.
Well said, Richard, quite right.
And I feel bound to say, Professor Stuart-Clark, that had one looked in one's pigeonhole, one would have had all the information at one's fingertips.
What pigeon? What's he talking about?
Every senior staff member has been given his or her own pigeonhole. Information is placed there on a daily basis.
Well, it's the first I've heard about it. Well, where are these pigeonholes?
In the East Lobby, internal memos were sent to every member of staff.
Well, I didn't get one.
It's probably in your pigeonhole.
Ah, that's good. Yes, I see. A memo telling us to look in our pigeonhole is put in a pigeonhole we didn't look into because we don't know we've got a pigeonhole. Because the memo telling us about the pigeonhole is put in a pigeonhole we don't know about. Oh, very good.
Don't you think we're all rather missing the point here?
What point is that, Mr. Wayne?
The point is, Mr. Quint, that these wards shouldn't have been shut down in the first place.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely right.
Nobody enjoys closing down wards, Mr. Waring, least of all me. However, we are subject to internal market forces.
But if the wards have to be shut down by some Philistine policies, then they should be done so only after a full consultation with the staff.
That's it. Absolutely.
There is nothing in my remit to say that I have to consult staff.
That is outrageous.
The hospital manager's brief is to wipe out the underlying deficit in the health service in order to ensure a more level playing ground between hospitals in preparation for a more market-orientated national health service.
Cobblers.
I hear what you say, Mr. Waring, but I have to balance the books.
Look, I am the senior paediatric surgeon here, Mr. Quint.
Yes, I do know that, Mr. Waring.
Well, I had 2 deaths recently that could have been avoided if it hadn't been for these blasted penny-pinching cutbacks.
I really can't see this is relevant, Mr. Waring.
It's relevant because we didn't have the bloody beds.
If you'd bothered to read the recent Audit Commission report, you would know that it's not the number of beds that matter, but how well you use them.
Now that is out of order. We're talking about people here, not numbers. Sick people.
I hear what you say, Mr. Waring, but we are seriously underfunded. I repeat, my job is to balance the books.
Then get rid of all the patients and close the bloody place down.
It may well come to that, Mr. Waring.
Look, Mr. Quint, this used to be one of the finest teaching hospitals in the country. Look at it now. It's a dump.
Mr. Waring, the treatment here is still second to none.
Despite interference from bloody accountants. I mean, look at the place. It's like a prison. Look at the gardens. Look at the rubbish. I mean, even a lick of paint wouldn't go on this.
It simply isn't in the budget.
Oh, God.
There are more important things to spend money on than gardening and redecorating. I mean, let's face it, this is a hospital we're running here, not a hotel. Make it any more comfortable and the patients won't want to go home.
Now listen, Quint. I have devoted 25 years of my life to this hospital, and I'm not prepared to watch it go down the drain. I mean, look at this bloody office. It's bigger than most wards. Why did we get rid of you and move half a dozen beds in here?